So I was thinking of what new, nuanced thing to talk about when it comes to Harrison versus Pena. Oh, the weight cut. Can she go all 5 rounds? And, I'm going to add side note. I think if Kayla falls short tonight, it's going to be a comparison of it's going to be like a trifecta of crazy weight cut, 5 rounds, and maybe underestimating Julianna Pena. And I think that is very well possible. I just think that Kayla Harrison is probably not yet, in my eyes, as head and shoulders above the division as she thinks she is. She could prove me wrong tonight. But, obviously her first fight against Holly Holm was really impressive. But Holly Holm is of a former generation of the UFC. She is old for a fighter. Caitlin Vieira, that went the distance, and we started saying that, after the first round, if the fight isn't going 110% her way, Kayla Harrison, she starts to fade a little bit. Especially at that weight class, I kind of saw a little bit of a difference. So any time that the fight goes past the second round, it's going to be more for Julianna Pena. And honestly, I don't even see all the hate for Julianna Pena. I mean, I know a lot of people love to dog on her, but I actually have kind of grown to appreciate what she has brought to the sport. She did beat Amanda Nunes. I remember that fight. Me and my buddy Kevin were sitting down, and I was saying the Lioness is going to have another meal. And that was the night that the Lioness, Amanda Nunes, did not eat. She got too comfortable. And even then, Julianna Pena went the distance in the rematch. So, maybe Amanda was getting older and her body wasn't working. I think she saw the writing on the wall. That's why she left. I don't know if she's going to come back. But that is going into what I'm about to talk about. After this fight, what is going to be left in women's bantamweight? For Julianna Pena, for Kayla Harrison, are they going to rematch if it's a closer fight than they think, immediate rematch? Because, let's be honest, women's bantamweight used to be the division that brought eyes to the UFC. Ronda Rousey, that was Miesha Tate and Holly Holm. Those guys, I call them the holy trinity of women's bantamweight. But now it is not its former glory. It's kind of like the welterweight division, You had GSP, you had Matt Hughes, Matt Serra, Josh Koscheck, and now we got Bilal Muhammad and Jack Della Mena, who just don't know really how to sell fights. They're not much at talkers, and neither are most of the women fighters. I actually do enjoy watching women's MMA. I think it's entertaining. But a lot of them do not really sell fights. And in fact, at bantamweight, honestly, one of the most marketable things I could think of isn't even a title shot. Bueno Silva versus Macy Chiasson, right? A rematch because that elbow, that changed the trajectory of the fight, even though it was going in the other way, right? That would have been probably more justifiable to market out of. And I think they should run that one back, to be honest. But like I said, man, it's going to be hard to find anything good to dig out of women's bantamweight after this because everyone's been dealt with, everyone's had a matchup, and now we're just basically seeing the same contenders face each other off. And unless they find another star, and I think that's why they are bringing on Kayla Harrison. I think that's why they are pushing her. And just I'm gonna stick to my guns like this with the whole Bo Nickel, Sean O'Malley thing. Can the push of Kayla Harrison backfire on Kayla Harrison? I think out of all the three, Kayla Harrison is going to be able to back up the push that she's had behind her the most. But we'll have to wait and see. But I think that this is going to be the last big clash at that division for a while. And then it's going to be just another one person owns it. And they're going to see who they could throw. Unless, let's say it's a close fight. Julianna Pena retains the title. Kayla Harrison takes the title. And then Kayla Harrison just fades in with the crowd because she's good. But how good she was completely overestimated. And she might get time to get better, but who knows? But that's what I was thinking about. So who am I overall going to go with? A lot of my friends are saying Kayla Harrison, and I could see that. But if it goes past the first or even the second, the more the fight goes on, I think Julianna Pena might shock us all. But we'll have to wait and see. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.